Mr. Hastings.
Yes, it's great. It'll suit us just fine, won't it, Tinsel?
Oh, yes, and we're very grateful to you both. But first, of course, we must agree upon a fair rental.
Oh, the money doesn't really interest us.
Oh, now, wait one moment, Dora. If we're going to let a room to Julian and Mr. Hastings here, it must be done on a business-like basis.
Oh, precisely, Mr. Melody.
Oh, well, I'll leave all that to you, Angus, but that wasn't the original plan, if you recall.
Perhaps not, my dear,
You see, when Julian told me you were both looking for a room, my husband and I thought how nice it'd be to have some young people in our home again. All 7 of our children are either married or living in other parts of the country.
Our eldest lives in America.
So here we are, with this rambling old house and 7 empty bedrooms and a playroom which are never, ever used. Well, it seems so wasted on just the 2 of us.
Mr. and Mrs. Melody, about the other rooms, would you perhaps consider letting them off to other young people?
Well, that would depend upon...
Oh, yes, we'd love to.
Now, wait a moment,
Oh,
Dora.
Angus, don't be such an old stick in the mud. Just think, the whole house full of young people again. It'd be exactly like the old days when all the children were at home. Do you know any other young persons, Bonnie, who might be looking for a room?
Oh, well, I think we might be able to arrange something. Don't you, Tinsel? Mr. and Mrs. Melody, Sally Pickles.
So pleased to meet you. Lovely old house this is.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's ideal for our purposes, too. Hey, where's this playroom we're using as a factory?
Factory, did you say?
Oh, later, Benji. Let's get the bedrooms allocated first. Oh, Mr. and Mrs. Melody, Benji Lewis. He's our crack salesman.
Salesman?
That's right, Mr. Melody. Before you can say Mazel Tov, we'll be producing more pairs of unisexers than there are relatives at a bar mitzvah.
Where's my room, Connie? Tinsel's got that all in hand up on the first landing.
Room 3, did you say, Tinsel?
That's right, Flick. But not you, Humphrey. You're on the floor above. We've got to segregate the sexes, remember?
I'm merely carrying Flick's suitcase in for her.
Oh, well, I suppose that's okay.
Then, this segregation thing is for real, eh, man?
We told you all, Eustace. It's part of our agreement with the Melodies. Girls one floor, boys the next.
Square, man, square.
I thought this was going to be a swinging commune.
No, Bridget, a working commune.
Sure, man, we know we're going to manufacture these new jeans, but all the
Not
same...
jeans, Eustace, unisexers, the new experience in jeans.
Oh, man, like Poftersville. Come on, Bridget.
Girls down here, boys upstairs.
What room am I in?
Are you quite certain there's nothing I can do to help Felicity?
Look, Hump, I'm trying to unpack. Now, why don't you take yourself up to your own room and do the same thing?
I'm merely trying to offer a brother worker my services.
And don't rub me, Humphrey Brown. We're not on the shop floor any longer. This is a commune, remember?
Yes, but union rules should apply.
I'm sharing with you, Flick. I hope you don't mind. Oh, hello, Humphrey.
I was just leaving. I'll be in room 6 if you want me, Flick.
Ah, what it is to be wanted. He does rather tend to keep his eye on you, Flick, I must say. Yeah, talk about Big Brother is watching over you. I wish I could say the same for Benji. Oh, Sally, you're not still mooning over that walking sales directory, are you? I can't help it. He's so... oh, I don't know. So lovable. Lovable? The day Benji Lewis takes you in his arms to make love, you'll have bought a complete set of...
I've given it a week, Mrs. Melody, and you can say what you like, but no good will come of it. I keep myself to myself, as you know, but on this occasion I feel I must speak out.
Mrs. Tribb, as yet it's only an experiment.
An experiment in the macabre, if you ask me. When I arrived this morning and saw the state of my training board in there, I wouldn't wish that training board on my worst enemy.
But young people, Mrs. Tribb, they have to eat.
Eat, they may, but they don't have to leave my kitchen looking like Bondi Beach on box.
What are you doing in here, Hump? You're not supposed to be in here. This is the girls' bathroom.
I came up here on shop floor level, Flick. I wanted to see how long you'd be body shrinking.
That's as good an excuse as any.
It's the truth. You've been gone for over 2 hours.
Well, I suppose they must be done by now. They feel pretty tight. Can you give us a hand up?
You'd know right being in the girls' bathroom, Humphrey.
I was there on factory business, brother.
Funny business, you mean?
Now we got a model with a twisted ankle, an overstrung pair of unisexers, and irate Mrs. Tripp.
Hey, an old couple just arrived. I've showed them in the Mouldy's parlour.
Oh, God, Benji's clients.
Must be.
Nice to see you, Sally.
Me? Why?
Dunno.
Smart boy, that Benji. Must have heard about Flick. The way these are shrunk, she could never get into them now.
Even if I could stand.
Even I could get into those.
Sally, you'll have to. They're our first clients. Squeeze yourself into them somehow. I'll keep them busy till you're ready.
What are you doing here?
Hello, sweetie pie. Oh, look at it. Triplet. Well, darlings, here I am. Shall we begin? Where do I stand? What is the big idea? You're not doing it, I am.
You're both out of luck. I'm the model, aren't I, hon?
Well, as Felicity is of the correct shape, I naturally...
What does that make me, a hunchback?
Deirdre, let's face it, you're not exactly standard model proportions, are you?
Well, if we're going to start getting personal.
Oh, really?
Girls, please.
Tony, didn't you promise?
so did Eustace, didn't you? Yeah, man, but I thought...
It doesn't matter what you thought, Eustace. I'm the official commune model.
Since when?
Humphrey said.
Brothers, I naturally assume...
Darlings, forget it. We don't want that dreary old glam bit. It's been done to death. Pick up any mag and what do you see? Girls, 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 looking exactly like you three. If you want to sell your unisexers, we must have something that will cause a stir, a sensation. I know. We'll bridge the generation gap. I don't want you and you and you. No, I want you and you and you in unisexers.
But we haven't got any their size.
So make some. Isn't that what you're all here for?
What's all this? You're not rostered off factory duty for another half hour.
We've done pills, Brother Tinsel.
Yeah, this is a strike.
A strike? I have been appointed spokesman for the workers on the factory floor.
We're being exploited.
Exploit? That's right.
Yeah, like revolution, man.
Eustace, will you please stop calling us all mad?
Why shouldn't he if he wants to?
Because I'm not one.
Quiet in the rank and file. I want to make a speech.
Quiet, everyone. Brother Humphrey wants to make a speech.
Fellow workers, while we toil on the factory floor, the management loll about here pretending to be busy. While we sweat our guts out on the assembly line, they're gossiping on the telephone and spending our money on expensive executive lunches for so-called business clients.
Yeah. Humphrey, they do work hard too, you know.
Comrade, are you with us or against us?
Well, I
Good. I have to inform you that we, the rank and file of this commune, propose in the interest of justice take over the management. And you lot can take over the sewing machines and see what it's like down there.
Yeah.
Hooray! I call upon the commune to vote by a show of hands. All in favor of the motion, raise their hand.
You're not serious.
Bloody oath I am, brother. 6-4 against, right. You lot are out. The new management takes over as from now.
Yeah.
Come on.